So recently I came across a story about an art YouTuber named Kelsey Rodriguez. She's been criticized for making more money from her YouTube channel than from her art itself. Rings a bell? Instantly I thought of skeptical people that think that producers that are also content creators are more content creators and are not real music producers. So it got me thinking, why are artist creators judged for earning income outside of their own craft? Who said there is only one way to be an artist? And how does all this relate to us music producers? So in this video, we're gonna talk about the myth, misconceptions, and judgments around what it means to be a real music producer. Let's get into it. So first of all, let's address the main important question. What is a music producer? What do you have to do to be considered a music producer? If you search for it on Google or on a dictionary, the definition of a music producer is a creative professional who oversees and manages the recording, production, and overall sound of a music project. Their involvement can vary in depth and scope. In popular genres, they may create the recording's entire sound and structure. So, technically, if you've ever produced a song on your own from start to finish or with an artist, you are a music producer. Period. But these days, it seems that everyone has their own definition. For example, I play tennis. I am a tennis player, but I don't compete, I haven't for years, I don't play professionally, I'm not paid for it. So does that make me less of a tennis player? Absolutely not. But when it comes to art, suddenly everyone has their own criteria. So why do some people think that you have to make all your money directly from your music to be considered a real music producer? Being a music producer is about creating music, loving the craft, and sharing your art with the world. Whether you're doing it part-time, full-time, as a side hustle, it's all valid. Now, let's talk about some history because nope, it isn't a new debate. Did you know that in the past, most artists didn't survive by selling their art alone? They relied on patrons, which were wealthy supporters who funded their work. See where I'm going with that? It could be princes, popes, and other influential people that provided monetary support to artists such as musicians, painters, and sculptors. Think about some of the most celebrated names in art history. Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Mozart. None of them could have focused on their craft without the backing of patrons. Michelangelo's famous Sistine Chapel was commissioned by Pope Sixtus IV. Mozart composed many of his works under the patronage of European nobility, like this guy or this guy. Art patronage has been part of society since the beginning of civilization. Today, those patrons look a little bit different. They are sponsorships, brand deals, and ad revenue. It's the same concept, just modernized. These are just the 21st century tools that allows creators to focus on their craft. So why should we feel ashamed or less worthy of using those tools? If it means that you get to create more art, isn't that the point after all? At its core, the goal remained the same, to create. Whether it is through a church commission, a brand deal, or a Patreon subscription, what matters most is that you are able to bring your art into the world. This mindset shift is crucial. Modern creators shouldn't feel less worthy because they embrace the tools of their era. Instead, we should see it as part of a long tradition of artists finding ways to sustain their passion and making a lasting impact. By the way, if this video resonates with you, you might want to check out my online course Music Creator. It is a 6-week course to transform your music skills and knowledge into a profitable business online. If you've ever wanted to become a full-time music creator, making money from your music online, this is for you. And as always, there will be a link in the description if you want. Okay, now let's debunk another myth. Making music full-time doesn't mean that you're in the studio producing all day, every day. A lot of people have this romanticized idea of what it means to be a full-time music producer. They imagine this perfect life where you wake up, make coffee, and spend 12 uninterrupted hours crafting bangers in the studio. But that's far from reality. In reality, being a full-time music producer involves so much more. Admin tasks, invoicing clients, answering emails, negotiating rates, packaging files, clients call. It's all part of the job, but not so glamorous to be on TikTok or Instagram. So you don't see it. On some days, I might spend 2 or 4 hours working on my DAW, but some other days, I might not touch it at all. And guess what? That's okay. What matters is that I'm moving my career forward, whether that's through creative work, business development, or just maintaining client relationships. The idea that you should be making music 24/7 for clients or artists is an unrealistic fantasy that's been fueled by social media, but it's not real life. So, in summary, don't let other people's definition of success hold you back. Whether you're a part-time producer, content creator, or just someone starting out, you are a music producer in your own way. It's your passion, your craft, your journey. Don't let anyone else define it for you or tell you otherwise. If you are looking for more tips and insights on growing as a music creator, you can check this playlist over here, but in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one. God. I'm gonna look stupid in bloopers again. Phew, we are close. Like the camera is just like a hand away. Alright, so I gotta start talking. Whew.